My name is Nadia Litz, and I have a short film at the Worldwide Short Film Festival called How to Rid Your Lover of a Negative Emotion Caused by You. I'm the director. It is the story, sort of a tricky love story between a young couple where the female in the partnership doesn't quite know how to communicate with her boyfriend that she lives with, so she's kind of come up with a different way of handling their relationship issues that involves a scalpel. And so there's the love story with a lot of blood. The idea was actually from a writer from the Canadian Film Centre named Cavan. He's the writer of the short film. And we both went to the Canadian Film Centre last year. And while we were there, we knew that we wanted to work together, and I wanted to have a female-driven story where there was sort of an unlikely female protagonist. And he had seen some of the work that I'd done throughout the program and knew my interests, so he just kind of came up with this really wild idea, and I was up for the challenge of trying to really physicalize the emotions rather than, you know, having these really heavy dramatic scenes. Try and just really actually find a tactile way of describing what people were kind of feeling, what you go through, the agonies and the ecstasies that you go through in a relationship. So everything is a challenge in making a film, and anyone who says any different is totally lying to you. I mean, it doesn't mean that the challenge is so difficult that you don't want to do it, but you are constantly, whether or not it's time or money or resources or input from others or your own self-doubt, I mean, you're just constantly, almost on a daily basis, in prep and in shooting and in post, just problem solving all of the time. And I like to work that way. I mean, I think that that's kind of what keeps it fresh, and that's what also solidifies the kind of artist that you want to be and the story that you're telling, because when you have constraints sort of put upon you, again, either budget or time or opinion or whatever, I think that it forces you to actually really streamline what you're trying to say and what you're trying to do, and the product ends up being much more interesting than you can imagine. I do what I do because I kind of don't know any other way. I started off as an actress and have been an actress for, like a professional actress for 15 years, but I've acted since I was, 6 years old on stage. And that is my way of communicating, because I don't know really any other way except sort of through an artistic kind of process, and whether or not it's like drawing or photography or writing. And for directing, it just seemed like such a very natural evolution as to, I like to do so many different things, and I'm visually stimulated, but I'm also stimulated by words and acting and performance and stuff, so directing kind of seems to encapsulate all of that. I kind of don't know why I didn't think of that sooner, to be honest, but I've almost slowly been kind of building towards it without completely naming it, I guess. But now that I did the Canadian Film Centre as a director, and now that I've made a film and kind of hooked, I think that's exactly where I'm supposed to be.